So anybody has any idea about Mulesoft? What is Mulesoft? What kind of technology it was? Am I audible?
Yeah, Vinay. I'm Sujit. I don't have any idea on the moods of the Vinay.
Yeah, okay. Any other people has any idea about what is Mulesoft? What kind of technology it was? And what are the competitors of Mulesoft present nowadays in market? Yeah, Hari, you're going to speak something?
Mulesoft is one software development, like object-oriented development software. It is developed based on a Spring framework. Okay, and it also used for integrating to any different platform to connect with any platform softwares to use the MuleSoft.
Okay. Any other? So in this class, we are going to I'm going to give a brief introduction about what is the Mulesoft and what kind of application we are going to create with the Mulesoft and what kind of application networks we are going to use, and then what is API LED connectivity architecture, and what is the endpoint platform. All those things are covered under coming sessions. So as of now, we are going to see the what is introduction part of Mulesoft. So coming to Mulesoft part, it is a drag and drop tool. Like it is a tool-based technology, so it is integration platform. Integration is nothing but we have to exchange the data or communication. We need to do communication between the two different kind of systems. That is known as integration. So basically, it is the type of communication what we are going to do. So basically, integration is nothing but to exchange the data or to transfer the data or to communicate between the two different kind of systems. So nothing but integration. So it is acquired by Salesforce from 2018. So Mulesoft is now under Salesforce. So current nowadays, the competitors of Mulesoft are like Delbumi and Tipco, Jitterbit. These are the competitors of Mulesoft as of now. So we're going to let me tell you about what is integration. As earlier I said, like integration is to exchange the data or to communication that between the two systems or to transfer the data between the two systems through integration technology. So nothing but here we're telling about MuleSoft. MuleSoft is one kind of integration technology. So here, see here, it is like a data source is one database, and here one device is there. System is there. So if the data coming from the device and data, and whatever the data coming from the data sources, to integrate all those data coming from the two different kind of system into one system. So it is possible by the MuleSoft integration technology only. So here integration is the act of bringing together smaller components into single system that function as one. Integration is the process of connecting multiple enterprise system, devices or application work as a whole. So for suppose here I am getting some personal data. Here I am getting some private data. I need to send it to the Salesforce, the combination of both data. How can I combine this both data? By using this MuleSoft technology. So this MuleSoft technology helpful to combine or to integrate those data, and we are going to insert into the Salesforce. That is nothing but integration. So anyone has any query about integration? Let me know. Then I will clarify. Anyone has any doubt about the integration part? Otherwise, we'll go with the next slide.
Yes, Vinay. Suppose if you have the Java APIs, so those APIs also we can integrate with MuleSoft.
Yes, any API we can integrate with the MuleSoft. Any API, third-party APIs also we can integrate with the MuleSoft. That can possible.
Okay. So in this course, like you can teach like in third party APIs integration as well.
Sorry, your voice is breaking. Can you repeat?
When I in this course, like you are going to teach third party apps integration as well.
Yes, 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 yes. We're going to say in coming sessions. Yeah, we can
Okay.
do that. Yeah. So coming to the next slide. So type of integration. So we are going to see the type of integration what we have in the market now, as of now. So before coming to Mule, we have some point-to-point integration technology. And presently in Mulesoft working with the ESB technology, ESB nothing but enterprise service bus integration. So let me tell you about what is point-to-point integration. Before arriving at Mule, so we're going to follow the point-to-point integration technology. So through this technology also integration is possible, but it is a bit difficult to compare with that ESP as different kind of system is there, like ERP system, CRM, nothing but customer relationship management system. And here is web UI, nothing but web user interface. Like here is one e-commerce system, like it is for something e-commerce system, it is Flipkart. So it is customer relationship management system. So if you want to transfer some data from here to e-commerce or e-commerce to some ERP system and some e-commerce system to some other services. So in point-to-point integration technology, it is a bit difficult to handle the integration part. So we need to see here. So here we're making connection with the all heterogeneous systems here from e-commerce to ERP system. We're creating separate integration piece of code here. You're writing separate piece of code to integrate between the ERP system and e-commerce system. And here e-commerce to CRM system, again, we write the some piece of code to here. And so here e-commerce system to other service also, here we are writing some piece of code separately. So it is bit difficult to handle this kind of integrations. So it will take some time and some more efforts to do integrate between those systems. For suppose if any error happen in this type of integration, for suppose for CRM to DWH, some error happen in between. So see here, there is a lot of connection involved in between. So it is difficult to find if any error happen in between. And in future, suppose if any feature added in some e-commerce part, so we have to write again the piece of code separately for all the systems. So it is bit difficult and it will take some more time and effort. So based on in these features, it's a bit difficult to work with the point-to-point integration. So market will go with the ESP integration. Mulesoft is now working with the ESB technology, nothing but enterprise service bus technology. So here we have different kind of systems like same as before, like ERP systems, CRM systems. It is nothing like other systems, like a different kind of systems. So here we are taking some data and integrating with here, and here we are taking some data and integrating with here. Nothing but we are just transferring the data or making communication between the two systems. Mulesoft basically what did. So here enterprise service bus is here. So it will take all those things. So here we need to write separate code for all those things, like to communication or to transfer the data, or in future to add any extra feature. So we need code separately. So in ESP architecture, we follow the API LED connectivity. So we are going to divide in the orchestration. So it will be easy to handle those errors and any additional features coming in futures. So ERP system, CRM system, other service system, here enterprise service bus will take like centralized monitoring and administration. It will take care of all those things, like if you send any request or any input, you have sent any input from here, and you have to integrate to the any other system. So the ESP will take care of it. So no need to worry about like need to write again piece of code again. So not worry about how to handle the errors, particularly for this system. So the ESP will take care of everything. So anyone has any query about this point-to-point integration and ESB integration, let me know after this part. Everyone understood that what is point to point and what is USB integration. As of now, it is very difficult to understand what is integration and what kind of integration technology we have in market. Well, in coming session, we will get a very better understanding about integration and all.
Vinay, it means EXB nothing but like a Eureka server, right? It means all the services, ERP and web UI, e-commerce, all will be in the service. Those services will be registered under the Eureka, like a EXB. I mean, EXB, right?
Yes, yeah. Before that, we have to write separate code. Here in point-to-point integration, we have to write separate code for every two systems. It's like if you want to integration between the ERP system and e-commerce system, we need to write separate code. And if you have to write a correct between e-commerce to other system, we have to write separate code. And this way, we are going to integrate all those systems. But here, ESB came into place. Here, ESB will take care of everything. So that is the thing here. There is a difference between the point and integration, ESB integration. So that is all about the integration. So here next slide we are going to see about API. API nothing but application program interfaces. First suppose here it is a request response type pattern. First suppose here it is a mobile device. It is a web server. For suppose if you are googling something, so suppose you have browsers like flipkart.com, so you are sending some request to the flipkart server. So how it will fetch the data? Through API only. How it communication to that flipkart.com web server? Through API only. API nothing but it is it will make a way to communicate between the two systems. So when you type in Google like flipkart.com, it will go through the flipkart.com web server, and then it will fetch those all the details which have they saved in their server or their database, and it will give the response to you. Like then we will see the Flipkart on your system, on your web, on your device. So this is all about API is nothing but like it is communication between the two systems. Like when you send some request like google.com, flipkart.com, amazon.com, it will send the request to the some other system what you are searching for, and then it will give some proper response to you what you have searched for. That is nothing but API. Through API, we're going to do the request response type pattern. So we are going to fetch all this information what you have given as a request. So it will send as a response to you. So anyone has any doubt about this API part? Let me explain again this part. API is nothing but application program interface. So we're going to use API for to connect between the two systems. To like if you send any request from your device, so it will get that proper response from what you have searched for. So to this way, we're going to receive a request and response. This is all about API. Let me know any query about this API part. Okay, if no one has any doubt, we'll go to good with the slide. So here I'm going to discuss with the discuss about web services part. So web service is nothing but is a piece of software. So nothing but I told earlier like this is a web services. If you have given any request like a flipkart.com or any amazon.com, we're going to fetch here all those details about the flipkart.com or amazon.com, and we will get the proper response to you. So like here also like it is a piece of software that make itself available on the internet. So what is is the difference between the API and web services? Here we're going to discuss about some differences between the API and web services. Here to access the any web services without internet, it cannot be possible to access that web services. Like it is web services only work with work when the internet services only available. Like if a client invoke a web service by sending request, like and the service send back an XML response. Like web services invoke communication over a network with HTTP as the most common means connectivity between the two systems. HTTP is nothing but hypertext transfer protocol, are going to use for common means of connectivity between the two systems here. So API will work without net also, without internet also sometimes. So web services, if you want to access web services, you should have must internet connectivity. So that is the difference between the API and web services part. So we have two kind of web services here. While designing your Mule application, so we have two kind of APIs like RESTful API and SOAP API. So I'm going to tell the difference between what is the difference between the RESTful and SOAP API here. So we do have two different kind of web services in the market as of now. Presently, SOAP web services and REST web services. REST is nothing but representational state transfer. Here we want to create a REST services. That is a different kind of pattern we are going to follow here to create a RESTful API. And if you want to create any SOAP API, nothing but simple object access protocol, it is a different way of pattern to used for creating SOAP API. So for creation of REST API, we're going to use RAML, and nothing but RESTful API modeling language. So if you want to create any RESTful API, so we are going to use a RAML pattern. So that RAML pattern we're going to cover in the coming sessions here. So REST API is data driven. Whenever the data is available as resources, for suppose example, if you have user data, then only we're going to access that API. And then REST API is going to support all type of formats. Like we have different kind of data type formats like XML, JSON, ML. So as of now, if you don't understand these kind of data formats, we're going to get better understanding of all this about data formats in coming sessions. So REST API basically it support the HTTP transfer protocol. Uh, uh, this transfer protocol is nothing used to communication between the two systems here. HTTP protocol used for that. It's a mean of communication. Like here, I told you, HTTP is the most common. HTTP is the most common mean of connectivity between the two systems. If you want to make a communication or connection between the two systems, would have some address. We want to give some address here. So it is HTTP, nothing but protocol. So in HTTP, we have different kind of methods: get, put, patch, and delete. So we are going to cover all those methods in coming sessions. As of now, it is a bit difficult to you understand what is HTTP and what is HTTP methods and all. So here in SOAP API, we're going to use the protocol HTTP, SMTP. SMTP nothing but simple mail transfer protocol. It is also one kind of protocol used for the communication between two systems. Here in SOAP API, it is only support the XML format only, XML data type format only. But in REST API, the REST API support all kind of data formats here. So SOAP only supported the XML type of data format only. So yeah, I can show you how it will be the data type of formats. Like I stop my screen. So I will show what is the data type format. Like here, so this is called XML format. Here it is note as a root, and these are the child elements. This is the note is the parent element, and these are the child elements. So this is the kind of one data type of format. This is XML type of format, and I will show you the JSON format now. So it is like should like JSON format. This is the type of JSON type of data format here. So here it is a combination of key and value pair. Here we are going to see is date. Date is nothing but a key, and here we are seeing the date 2013 11/5. It is key. It is a combination of key and value pair. So this is all about the data kind of data type formats. So and here REST API is recommended for mobile application, social networking application. For suppose nowadays we are using mobile applications like Facebook, Instagram, like any other applications, Rapido, Ola. All those applications are created by using REST API only, because REST API support for this application betterly than SOAP API. Here SOAP is recommended for enterprises app, financial services app, payment gateways like like phone pay or any some other payment gateways like Visa, Mastercard payment gateways are there, and third API payment gateways also there. So all those gateways like security environment enterprises app, they are created by the SOAP API. Why? Because these apps like payment gateways and financial services are using SOAP API. Why? Because SOAP API is highly secure and support for the distributed environment. So they are using the SOAP API. So now here coming to the REST part, REST API part, it is less secured and not suitable for the distributed environment. So any mobile applications like Facebook, Instagram, we're going to cover the, you're going to create all those applications with REST API part. So this is all about here like a difference between the SOAP and REST web services. What kind of web services we have, like SOAP and web services, and what is web services? Here, web service is nothing but a piece of software that make itself available over the internet. So we can access through we can access web services through the internet. And here going to discussed about API, nothing but application program interference. Here we're going to deal with the response pattern. If you request something, then it will send the response through API. So and different kind of integration patterns, point to point and USB integration pattern. And then what is about integration? So this is all about the introduction part of Mulesoft. So let me know anyone has any query about all this introduction part.
It means the Mulesoft will support the both SOAP and RESTful web services, right?
Yes, yes, sir. Yeah. So I will make simple Hello World program with Endpoint Studio now. Um, so this is application tool. So I'm opening my studio. Is my screen is visible, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. It will take some time to load application.
Do we need to have any particular configuration to have this software?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Not particular configuration. For that configuration, we have to install Java and Maven. It is a prerequisite. Yeah. Maven and Java, we have to compulsory. We have to
Do
install
we
in
need
our
to consider RAM as well, RAM size as well for this?
what Mulesoft is given, like 4 GB is enough for any Mulesoft,
Okay.
but 4 GB is not enough. It would be better with 8 GB. 16 would be great. 16 would be great.
Okay.
Is my screen is visible now?
Yes, Vinay.
Yeah. So if you open any Punch Studio, it will appear like this. So if you want to create any new project, like we'll go for the file part, here new project.
Vinay, is this only IDE for development for Mulesoft, or is there any other IDEs also available?
Sorry.
Is this only IDE for development, like any Point Studio, or is there any other IDEs also available?
No, to test that endpoint, whatever the application you have created in this studio,
Yeah.
to test the application, you need to use Postman for the Postman and some other software.
Yeah, absolutely, right. In Java, we have like couple of IDEs, right? Like suppose IntelliJ and Eclipse like that. So in Mulesoft also have different IDEs for development.
No, only this is the only. And one thing here, when you're going to create the RESTful API, at that time you're going to use any client platform.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we use like SOAP APIs, that time what we can use?
Here there is one operation here is there. I will show you that. Here web service consumer is there.
Okay.
Yeah. The web service consumer there. Through this, we can consume that web services. Everything, whatever the operations you have here, we're going to see in the coming sessions. So first of all, I'm creating just one basic operation here. Like I'm taking one listener. Listener is nothing but it is a way of communication between the two applications. So I'm here giving a path as demo. And then here I'm going to configuration. So I'm giving the port 8081 here. So I'm just testing the connection. Testing the connection, if the port is available for the 8081, it will give success response. Otherwise, it will throw some error. It will take some time. think I already created one application. I have to check that whether I split that. My system is not responding properly now. Yeah, give me 2 minutes. My system is hanging, so it's taking time. Sorry for the delay.
Yeah, meanwhile, can you please explain me like course like a period and the fee structure, like everything about the course?
The course and fee structure explained by the host. Training part I will take that course fee structure and what is the duration, all those things will explain by the host.
Okay.
Yeah.
In this session or later? Like in this session or later?
I think in this session, I think at the end of session, I think so. I will wait for the host what he will. So I'm sharing my screen here. My screen is visible now. Is my screen visible?
Yes, yes, Vinay.
So this is the listener configurations, which I told earlier. So this is the path here, and this is the port and all those configurations here. What happened in my system? I just now started my studio, that's why it is taking more time to respond. And meanwhile, I will show you the postman part. This is the postman. So this is the HTTP methods, what I told you earlier, like get, post, put, patch, and all. So this is our local host 0.0.0 and 8081 will be the port. So I am now just creating another endpoint here, like 0.0.0. This is nothing but local host. So whenever we're going to test our API in local system, we're going to give the address of local. So here is our local. This is host, and this is the port, and this is the path according to our configuration. This is the path. So if you want to call this application what you have created by the Mule using Mule and Fun Studio, we need to give this. So this is the transformation message. Here we can convert our data, and here we can do mapping according to our business requirement. So I'm simply giving like a message hello world, and I'm just running my API. In console, we're going to see what is happening in the backend here. And this is the Mule debugger, which is used to debug our application. And whatever the problems if we face in this application, we're going to see in this place. This is about all about the Mule properties now. So this is not useful for us. So this is the console. We're going to see what is happening backend of the application. So just now I started my studio, so it will take some time. Please be patient. This is the simple application which is I am creating now. So like this way, you're going to. So it is similar to like Eclipse only. This. So in coming session, I'm going to know about all those things like these are the connectors and components. Before I explain like Salesforce, this is one external systems. This is file. This is also one external systems. On this up. And this is HTTP module. These are all the connectors and modules which is provided by the Mule. Just now I started my system, so that's why it is taking more time. After some time, it will move fast only. You will execute your application fast only. Okay, let me check very failed. Okay, the port 8081 is already existed, so that's why it is failing. So if any port is already taken, so that is why it is failing now. So we'll test the connection with other port. Let's see. Actually, it's not going to take this much time. Just now I started. See here, test connection is successful here. Like this way, it appears like this. Yeah. And now I'm going to debug again. Also. So here also we'll show port.
I just want to supplement here. Okay. If in any case, like you will get this port is not available, so you simply need to port that change, like change that port. Okay. Sometime it happens, same port will be used by some other application in your laptop. Okay. So simply just change that port and then it will start working. And you can use any range of port. We are not limited only for 808182. You can use 9091, 9097 like that also.
Open. So many times a configure set is to many properties. So
maximize this console, Vinay.
Yeah.
Do word wrap option on top, fifth, sixth option, word wrap.
Sorry.
On top we have word wrap, na? Word wrap, sixth option.
Yeah, I remember. Yes.
This is warning or error, or this is just info. So should it be fine?
Yeah, successfully reconnected here. So I'm going to run first one. So it is coming here. See here, message hello world. So here we have given like so why you have the application was failed because the port is already taken. So before that the 8081 port was taken by some other application. So I've given some other port and it deployed the application. As of now, so I get the response as message hello here. So this way we're going to by using the studio like this, we're going to get the some small applications. This is one small demo application what we have created now.
If anyone has any query related this application, you can ask. So what we actually, this is very simple Mule API. So here we are exposing one API as a REST API, which will take request, and as a response, this API will send hello world. But in future,
Yeah, your voice is breaking.
to get data, and then we need to send final response. Here we are not doing orchestration. We are just calling one API, and that API will give us the hello world. But in real case, like we will call any database, we will call any Salesforce to get the data, and then we will send as a response. Yeah, if anyone has any further query on this part or from starting, you can ask.
Some people have some query regarding the duration and fee structure they are asked me before.
Okay, so that part will be taken care by like Prasad. Okay, so they will like so you all are coming through one invitation, so they will contact you on this part. And coming to duration, yeah, duration part I can tell you. So duration will be around 1 month. Okay, Monday to Friday we will have class daily 1 hour, like 1 hour each. Okay, that will be our duration. But fee detail and all they will tell you. On technical part, if anyone has any query, you can ask here.
Yeah, I have a couple of questions. Like one thing, what is the prior knowledge that someone should have before attending to this class? And
Okay.
other one is like how much coding percentage would be sufficient to develop an application using Mule?
Okay.
Yeah.
So coming to Mulesoft, it's a tool-based technology. Okay. So here, like you need, I will not say like it's a 0% coding. Here, 10 to 15% coding is required. Okay, that will be your data B part. Okay, Sometime you need to write data view script and all to transform data from one message format to another format. Okay, that place you need this data view, and there only you need this coding part. Okay, if you are from any like coding like background, no matter it's a Java, .NET or anything, you can easily understand that data view coding. And if you are from non-IT background also, then data view script is not very difficult. Okay, by spending some hour of effort, you can easily understand. Okay, many things are predefined. You just need to understand what is the meaning of that predefined function, and then you can easily learn that data view. Okay, so only that data view part you need coding. Coming to your question, like what should be your prior knowledge? Okay, so see, if you have knowledge of any programming language, that will give you advantage here. You can learn things very faster. Okay, you can learn things quickly. But if you don't have any programming language, still, like this is as I mentioned, this is not dependent on any programming language, and we don't use any programming language like Java and .NET. So even if you don't have any programming language, you can directly learn this tool-based technology. But if you have that knowledge, then your learning process will be fast, since similar kind of thing we do in Java and other technology also. There we need to write code, and here we do things by drag and drop. Okay, we have multiple component, we just drag and drop component. Automatically in backend, it will generate the code. So we don't need to write the code. Hope
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
answered your question.
Yeah. Thanks for addressing those two questions. And one more thing, last question. What would be the contents level that we would get after completing this course?
You are saying confident level? I missed that.
Maybe. Yes. So after
Okay.
completing this course, yeah.
Yeah. So this one, like here we are like trying to cover like Mulesoft component and connectors. Okay. So by learning this thing, you can kickstart your Mulesoft journey. Okay. In future, when you will start working in project, then you need to learn how to do things in project. Okay. But whatever knowledge you will get here, like that knowledge will help you to work in project. Okay. This is not project level training. This is like learning of MuleSoft component and connector. What each component do, will do small POC on each component and connector. So this will help you to kickstart your journey in MuleSoft. Any other question? Okay, if not, then I think we are good to close this session.